Hi, Thomas Mayhew with eXp Realty Ohio, TomMayhewRealEstate.com, and soon to come, Firelands.TomMayhewRealEstate.com. So Firelands is a Firelands MLS. So if you happen to be in Sandusky or Milan or one of those areas down to New London even, then Firelands.TomMayhewRealEstate.com will get you there. So other than that, if you're Cleveland, Cuyahoga, Medina, a bunch of other counties, Wayne, heaps of other counties, then just TomMayhewRealEstate.com will take you there. I want to talk to you today about absorption rates, and as is my practice, usually once a month I'll run some of the absorption rates to see, well, how's our inventory, how fast it's selling, that kind of thing. So I looked at residential properties in Oberlin last night, and it turns out there's about 9 days of inventory. So that's very tight, very, very tight. So that's an extreme seller's market. I just ran numbers this morning for Old Brooklyn, and, well, there weren't really any numbers to run because there's no inventory. There's nothing active in Old Brooklyn. Checked Olmsted Falls. There's 3 actives, and really it's just days of inventory again, like 6 days inventory. So there's now, interesting thing is that if you misprice a property, well, there's an example of a couple of mispriced properties there, because one of them is at 62 days on the market, and another's at 48 days, and the other one is even worse than that. And it's kind of a misfit, I guess. So people are not accepting it at that price. Otherwise, it would have been sold a long time ago. So it is still possible to misprice properties even when you have an extreme seller's market. And it really looks kind of bad, actually. Everybody knows how fast they don't know these numbers necessarily. The average buyer doesn't know these numbers like I'm sharing with you, but they know that it's a tight market. So as soon as you go and you get bid out by 5 or 10 other people making offers on a house, you realize, wow, there's a lot of demand for how much inventory is out there. So practically speaking, people understand, they get it, right? After the first or second time they lose a house to another buyer. But knowing these numbers, it's kind of amazing that there's actually homes that are sitting on the market in Olmsted Falls. They're mispriced. So are there things that you can do other than adjust a price on a property to get it sold if you happen to be a seller? Well, definitely. And that's where it helps to have an experienced real estate agent to help you. Now, but what about the other part where, hey, Tom, I get it. I've got a house I'd like to sell, but where do I go? Like, where can I buy? Well, yeah, let's have a conversation about that, because that is a concern. Where are you going to go? You definitely, in this kind of market, you definitely have to have your next thing kind of lined up for you. There's ways to deal with that, and I'd be happy to chat with anybody that needs to sell a property and kind of make the next move. And I would also caution people not to wait too long. Sometimes people say, well, I'll wait till next year. Well, then eventually the time comes when you're kind of forced to make a decision, and that's not a pleasant spot to be in. I've been involved in a lot of different transactions. It's always much better if you have all your choices available to you, and you make your moves when you got those choices available to you. It's a lot easier, a lot less stress for you. So I'm at 440-420-1342. As always, I'm here to help you, and that's what makes me happy. Take care.